Hey, what's up guys? Like promised, we're on our second video covering ES, and I wanted to just emphasize something. I know I didn't mention this in the first video, but even though we're covering NQ and ES, absolutely this is going to apply to MES and MNQ, so the micro contracts for these two instruments. I just wanted to emphasize that. It doesn't mean you have to use this system just for the mini contracts. I highly recommend the micro contracts anyways. So I wanted to start off with the key rules and takeaways on here. If you notice, number 1 and number 2 are the exact same. The only difference is going to be the max loss at number 3 of 50 points per contract. Of course, on a point system, NQ moves a lot more. That's why there was a wider max loss for those contracts. So let's jump into the trades. I'm going to go a little bit quicker on this video since it's going to be very similar to the last video covering NQ. And then I have a screen for the results. We're going to touch base on that, and then I'll have you guys on your way as we cover options in the next video. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do SPY and QQQ in one video or if I'm just going to do SPY and then go into the 6,000 tick and 133 tick scalping strategy. Either way, there's going to be at least 2 more videos. Haven't decided fully yet at this moment, but I'll have that cleared up in the next few days. Without going on to on demand, this is as far back as I could go, all the way back to 9/15/2023. So covering this very quickly, we have a setup for a short. So we take that for 252 points. We're gonna have taking a losing trade where you can see our last contract would have been the negative 50 points total. My biggest losing trades are 150 points. That would be if all 3 contracts go fully against us. You're gonna see that there's some winning trades that are much greater than that. So I wanna just emphasize there's a reason behind some of my madness. So let's keep pushing forward into the next trade. So this trade would have been 3 take profits of a total of 207 points. Then we come into 532 points. This is an example of a huge take profit 3 of 489 points in our direction. You can see 2 pretty quick take profits here of 18 and 25 points, but the big runner of 489 all the way, if I scroll to right here. Then we take a losing trade of 150 points, actually back-to-back losing trade, so 150 and then 87 points. Then pushing forward, 186 points, 150 point loss, 40 point take profit. I'm going to continue flying through this just so you guys can see the unique situations. Otherwise, it's just very simple, just taking longs and shorts when the strategy tells us to. So you can see a couple big trades, 451, and then this one would have been 423. 85 points. And as you guys will notice, as I zoom out here a little bit, it's been a very consistent strategy over the years. Some years as high as 75%, and then the low is traditionally 60%. I haven't really seen a year with less than 60% win percentage, and I have not seen a losing year to date with this system. So again, guys, if you can make it any more efficient, I would love to hear any type of feedback. You're going to hear me speak on that a couple times just because that's the whole point of this, is to give you guys a huge head start and then to make it more efficient. So another trade that I want to emphasize is right here. You can see that there's a no trade, which keeps us out of a losing trade. This is the only time it happens on ES. In all of this back tested data for this video, you can see that 6 triangles in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. This would be our first entry point. Since it's a green candle going opposite of what the trend is, we would go to the previous candle, which again is a green candle. That keeps us out of the trade. So there's no trade there if it's back-to-back candles going in the opposite direction of where we're trending. Going into the next trade right here, I wanted to show you guys, if you're sitting out of a trade and the first 4-hour dot forms, technically that would be the entry point to start a new trade. It was definitely a bigger trade if we would have entered off of the first 4-hour. I just wanted to keep the back testing consistent, so I entered off of the 6 triangle. Either way, I wanted to stop and show you guys back to back. Of course, anybody that's been trading within the last year has been exposed to how difficult the trading has been. So if you guys are profitable by any means, you guys are doing very well, and there are much easier years ahead. So don't be too hard on yourself. Thankfully, the prop firm industry has made it very easy to make adjustments and still come out on top. But I know that just from back testing previous years leading into these last few years, it's been very difficult as far as the overall market conditions. So we're going to keep pushing forward here. 2 back-to-back losing trades. Again, if these 2 back-to-back losing of 150 points each did not happen, this would have been a huge year of back testing, but we had to factor in this 300 points going against us. Then as we lead into the last trade of back tested to keep it consistent with our NQ video, we had a 71 point winner, and this leads us into our totals for the summary. We have ES obviously as the instrument we back tested from 9/15/2023 to 12/30/2024. Total trades, there was 28 total trades. Winning trades and points, there was a total of 19 winning trades with 3,499 points. On the losing side, we had 9 total losing trades of 1,162 points. The total win percentage comes in at just about 68% of a total profitable back tested date of 2,337 points. So say you were trading 3 micro contracts, so MES, you would multiply that times 5. That would come to just shy of $12,000 in this back tested period using 3 micro contracts. Again, we were able to fly through this video a little bit quicker because we already covered the more in-depth overview covering NQ. The videos are very similar and the rules in place and key takeaways are very similar. So again, if you guys have any questions, like always, feel free to reach out. The next focus is going to be options contracts on SPY for sure and potentially QQQ. And then from there, we'll go into the scalping strategy. So I hope you guys enjoy. And like always, have a great day and talk to you guys next time.